And welcome back to the Winter Osumania Grand Slam Tournament 2025. And we are here for the match Saemitsu versus, I don't recall already, versus luceius. I'm not alone in the commentary booth yet. There's supposed to be Patrage, I suppose. For now, I'm here. And it looks like we're getting Luceius's warm-up, which is DJ Sharpnel 20T. Okay, so it does looks like I was confused. So for now, I'm solo casting this match. And we're getting first warm-up. And now Lucius actually getting 2 drops, giving the lead back to Saemitsu. And I'm not sure if it's the client or SVs, but I do see the notes kinda glitching over. And since this is a jump stream map, I'm not sure this is SVs. And Saemitsu actually trading back to miss. And this map is actually 190 BPM jump stream, so I think this might be a little bit denser. So I think it's just a little bit over the difficulty of the pool, but not quite. And I just noticed that the length of the map is actually almost 4 minutes, so quite a long warm-up. So for now the warm-up is just going on, and this is actually quite close. I mean, Lucius having quite a little bit of elite, so Lucius might actually be picking on Rice in the real match. Okay, and the map is over. And I'm actually joined in by Entulf. Hello, Entulf.
Hello, everybody. It's gonna be an interesting match because we have
Indeed.
an interesting warm up.
Indeed, a very interesting warm-up, a really, really famous map, a famous SV map by Evening Singularity. And this is quite the warm-up, especially an SV map like that. This is quite cruel, especially as a warm-up if the opponent does not know the map.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know why players like getting tired in their warm ups.
So we did have a 4 minute long warm-up, so it's understandable that players are already getting tired, but we'll see how it goes.
This would be a fun match to watch, actually. Sadly, I don't think our skin has judgment lens, so we're gonna be missing out on a little bit of things that this map has to offer. I hope that Lucius has played this map before, because coming into this blind, you're gonna get a jump scare, to say the least.
Indeed. And we're coming for the first real SVs, and
Saemitsu holding out. Oh, was holding a monster accuracy at 99.28.
indeed. And it does looks like Saemitsu does know the map. I mean, it is warm-up, so it's quite logical.
Poor Lucius is having a tough time with this map right now.
Indeed. That's why I usually don't think it's quite evil to put a Mimo SV map like that, especially for your opponent.
I like to say this is probably a display of power coming from Saemitsu as well. This maybe will mean a ban from Hybrid 3 coming from Lucius, just maybe considering the amount of the speeds that this map has. Maybe they see that Saemitsu is a little bit comfortable with the SPs and they're probably gonna ban it, but that's a little bit of too much of a gamble, so
Indeed. Though the SVs on this warm-up are really different from the ones we see in the Hybrid 3. The ones in Hybrid 3 are much simpler and much more side tradable.
more importantly, they are rankable. This is definitely not a map that you'll see in the ranked section.
Indeed.
A really good score coming from Saemitsu. Having in mind that we also have score V2 on.
Indeed, having 96% at this point of the map with score 2 is quite impressive. Lucius actually doing not bad of the job, considering he's maybe side trading the map.
Only 6% on this map as a side read. I think it's an honorable score.
Indeed. And he's even increasing his accuracy right now, though the ending of the map in terms of SV wise is a little bit simpler than the beginning of the map.
And these jumps are not forgiving if you don't know the timing of them.
And Lucius actually dropping his accuracy back to around 87%.
All the players are not too tired to play their actual match now, as we are
Indeed.
gonna go into the rolls.
And this is actually quite a score from Saemitsu there. And there's actually quite close rolls here. Lucius actually rolling 65 while Saemitsu rolls 55. So Lucius is actually going to be protecting a map. But which one?
Coming from Saemitsu, we need to remember that this is C20 and C55, and we see Lucius protecting Rice 3.
Which is Libertas by Versailles. Quite a technical map, especially jack-oriented technical with those 160 BPM jacks, and also quite bursty as well, so not an easy map, quite a consistency pick for those players.
We see Saemitsu protecting Hybrid 3. I think I was onto something when I said that.
The,
Let's see what the first ban will be from Saemitsu.
and it is going to be Rice 6 Noise Channel Sim, which is quite the boss map of this pool, and this is not surprising considering what we just saw on the first warm-up, the jump stream long pick, and we're gonna get what Lucius does ban, and this is not gonna be a Hybrid 3, which is protected, but instead Herring 3.
Quite a ban coming from the LNs. So since this map is it's one of the oldies coming from Intellizer, it's a different type of mapping style. And I think not a lot of players are comfortable with playing LN3. See that Lucius picks Rice 5. That's their first pick. We green.
Need a quite jack-oriented bitmap, but the more dense one. And if I recall correctly, there's also some technical parts to it, but not that much. At least not as much as Libertas.
Okay, this maybe could be an accuracy battle if both players are good at Vortex. Something to remember is that this map has some little burst in between that can make people drop 200s or even miss. That is something to take into account.
Indeed, so we have to wait and to see how it goes.
All right, good luck to both of the players.
And Saemitsu actually starting quite strong with a bit over 0.1% of active, and as I said that, Lucius actually getting some drops.
Oh, we see a miss coming from Lucius.
Indeed. And I mean, if I were to be him, I would not be very confident on this map, especially considering that I think Saemitsu does have the lead, the accuracy lead, so I would have to pray for a miss from Saemitsu. And as I say that, he's getting it, but the thing is that it does still have the accuracy lead, so that's gonna close the lead. But Not enough for Lucius, sadly.
Oh, and we have this is the third drop coming from Saemitsu. This will flip the lead back to Lucius.
Indeed, so maybe actually quite the pick for Lucius here. So maybe a more consistent player, even if he hasn't best accuracy, he does still get the combo, and that's what gets him to have the lead here.
How different the scores are, and mostly inaccuracy would have 99.54 for Saemitsu, 99.24 for Lucius. With the lead being around 5,000 points.
And
But we see a drop from Lucius.
And the lead is actually going to Saemitsu again. And this is actually quite dangerous for Lucius here, as Saemitsu needs to get another one, and he actually does. And there's only a couple of seconds left, so I think Lucius is going. They both miss!
And the point goes to Lucius. 1,400 point difference. Oh my god.
That was scary at the end. We do see both players miss. I was scared personally. Oh my god.
What? We see it's a good ratio coming from Saemitsu, but we see that Lucius had 2,200. The misses sealed the deal for Lucius getting this point.
Indeed. And as we are going to see Hybrid 1 picked by Saemitsu himself.
Alrighty, this is the map that we see very close scores.
Indeed, and we might see close scores here as well.
I don't know what to expect from this match. I thought it was gonna be something pretty clear considering that Saemitsu is 20 and Lucius is 55, but as we can see, that doesn't matter in this match.
Indeed.
You got a
This
really
map pool,
exciting first point. So, saying?
this map pool is quite in the middle, so this is quite a consistency pool. So maybe Saemitsu is not really confident on that part. So maybe just getting those misses will make him lose some points. So he needs to be really careful on that. I think he needs to aim for the full combos, even if he does drop some accuracy. Especially against someone like Lucius, where he does already have the accuracy advantage on average.
It's very true. We see some 200 drops from Lucius down at a 99.5. But Saemitsu is holding really strong, 99.8.
Means that we're not yet on the really technical rise parts of this map, so nothing is too sure yet.
See that Lucius is rushing up a little bit on this patterns. Maybe that's the reason that they're getting too many 200s, because we see that Saemitsu is actually really consistent. But we see a drop from Lucius coming right now.
As we're halfway through the map, there's around 40,000 points for Saemitsu, which does have a great lead. Actually, you can get some misses and still have the lead.
Which is closing in the 400 combo threshold, but the accuracy is not in their favor right now.
And it does look like this map might not be as close as we expected. This might be the fact that the LN-oriented patterns does make Lucius get some accuracy drops.
Yeah, the few seconds of the map, we see that this is seal for Saemitsu is gonna get the point here. 993.
This is actually a really clean score from Saemitsu there, only 1,200. This is quite clean, maybe one of the higher scores of this map for this map pool.
Maybe clean score coming from Saemitsu. We also have a next pick coming Rise 3, the Protect from Lucius.
Indeed.
This map, as you mentioned in the start, is very technical. You have a lot of jacks, a lot of bursts in between. This point, I don't know which point will be, as we saw in the first Rise pick, Grin.
And the thing is that since this map is really much more technical, this is dangerous for both players, especially for Saemitsu, which we did see in the first map. Those jacks makes him miss, and this might be the case here, maybe even more considering those jacks are faster.
That is very true, but let's see what they have to offer. Something that we need to mention is that this map is relatively on the middle side of the time spectrum. So we can see that anybody that drops early will seal the deal for the other one.
And oh, this might be client, but no, I don't think so. Oh, this is indeed client. So never mind. The players starting off very strong here.
Really expected for this map is which player is gonna SS the Trill. This Trill in this map can be really unforgiving. We see Lucius dropping a little bit of 200s here and there.
But nothing too dangerous here. Both players think that Trill very well actually. So the far is not too big, so any mistake from Saemitsu can bring the lead back to Luceius here.
The other half of the map, we see that Lucius is still dropping some 200s. Saemitsu is holding that accuracy very strong with a 99.87 now.
The lead is actually growing up as Luceius does get some drops, as Saemitsu does not. So this is starting to really get dangerous. If Saemitsu does not find any mistake very quickly, this is very dangerous for Luceius there.
Right over the map end. See that Saemitsu is holding a really strong score right now.
Indeed, both players actually being really consistent throughout this whole map. I mean, I didn't expect both players to actually FC the map, but I mean, it's not over yet, but it looks like it is gonna be.
We got a double full combo. With Saemitsu taking the point 99.1, but 99.73.
Well, unfortunately for Lucius, Saemitsu was also very consistent, and considering the accuracy advantage, Saemitsu does take this point. And on top of that, this is actually Saemitsu's pick, so he can actually continue on digging the grave.
All right, let's see. What will be the next pick from Saemitsu? And here that we can see Saemitsu's dominating the accuracy department, so it could be any pick. Any pick. I don't expect to see any LN for now.
Well, for now, we might see Hybrid 2. This is a possibility, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Hybrid 2 is one of those maps that is it's one of those maps that actually have a little bit of everything in between. We also have a lot of tech part there with the trills. Yes, Saemitsu is actually a little bit nervous coming into this match.
Both players actually needing to take a breather here.
Right, it's as you said, exactly on the money.
Indeed, I'm becoming rich tonight.
Every true pick coming from Saemitsu, we have Polyphia Saucy. Relatively long map with 3 minutes in, and also we have something worth mentioning is that this map can trip you up if you're not prepared to play it. So it should take a little bit to get ready, but we should be starting anytime soon.
990 score range, but maybe this is too late. We'll see.
Yeah, we have a 40, almost 40, yeah, 49,000 score lead right now. Also have a few seconds of the map, and this will seal the deal for Saemitsu, 982.
Indeed, the biggest score lead that we see for the match right now. This is quite concerning for luceius here. Though this is his pick, though. So we'll see what he will respond with.
Apparently, they say that this was expected, huh? We're picking Rice 4. Coming from Lucius. Rice 4 is none other than instant emotion.
Indeed. And I while Rice 3 is more, I mean, they are both technical, but the thing is with instant emotion is that the OD is quite high, so there is quite the accuracy change, but this is still very hard to combo through. There's a lot of mini jacks, bursts here and there. This is quite hard to FC. Like, if you're playing a tournament, please don't treat this map, as this is, I mean, it's not granted if you're a good player, but especially for this level, expect to get misses.
Yeah, this map is not side read material as we can see, and yeah. Let's see what we get from both of the players. We see that mostly in our points. Saemitsu has been holding the accuracy part, but we are seeing drops from both the players. That first point was a little bit of a scary one, as we saw, since they were taking 2 points. I mean, 1 point with a couple drops, a lot of drops. So I don't know what to expect from this map, considering that both players have a really good, decent consistency, but Saemitsu has more accuracy.
Indeed, the thing is that, oh, and this is actually getting already the first drop. The thing that I was gonna say is that both players do get drops, but Saemitsu does have the accuracy lead. So that makes the difference here.
We are seeing a lot of drops on accuracy coming from Saemitsu. We have 99.0 from Saemitsu and 99.1 coming from Lucius. Lucius taking the lead only by a little bit, by 2,000 points.
Indeed, this is quite unusual from Saemitsu there, the accuracy drops. So he's climbing back up. The thing is that this map is actually very short, so those mistakes are actually quite detrimental here.
To see that, you also see that Lucius has a little bit more of a combo percentage, meaning that they did drop a little bit more. Saemitsu dropped a little bit more than Lucius at the start. It would be pretty much a reverse FC.
The thing is that if both players maintain their combo until the ending of this map, will there be enough time for Saemitsu to climb up?
Oh
And as I say
no.
that, the suits does get the drop here, giving Saemitsu's back the lead.
Closing in at the last quarter of this map, Saemitsu with a 99.34 and Lucius with a 99.0.
Indeed, it does looks like Saemitsu just got a pretty dirty start, but it does climb back up the accuracy as Lucius does get a drop again.
Just maybe would have a chance if they held their combo, but as we see in the last seconds of the map, Saemitsu will be taking the point with a 26,000 score lead.
Indeed. Quite a tough match for Lucius there, but I mean he's against Saemitsu, so this is already great that he got that point on the Jack map. But this is Saemitsu's pick, so this is gonna be maybe the nail on the coffin, that last map.
Something worth mentioning about this map, this is a loser's bracket conditional match, so whoever loses this will be out of the tournament. And And we're picking a Protect with Hybrid 3 coming from Saemitsu.
Indeed, the hybrid pool being exhausted, and now we didn't see any pick so far, and we might not see any in this match.
Let's see if this is gonna be Lucius' comeback story or will Saemitsu take this match point. All right, let's see what we get here. Really high stakes match right now. Match point for Saemitsu. Or this could be the start of a comeback story for Lucius. Let's see what happens. Good luck to
Yeah,
both of the players.
this might be tough for Lucius there, but we never know. Anything can happen.
Right off the bat, we see Lucius dropping a lot of accuracy while Saemitsu holding a really, really strong accuracy right now. Rushing a
Indeed, I
little bit.
think
I sincerely don't know what's going on right now.
indeed, like Lucius actually getting a lot of drops, but Saemitsu also getting that combo drop there, but climbing really fast that accuracy, so getting the lead back.
Which is almost breaking up to the 98% threshold, but those 200 drops are impeding them too. And we see a drop coming from Lucius.
It, the thing is that it does look like Lucius does struggle with the accuracy side of this map.
99.4 for Saemitsu with a 98.24 Lucius. We're still seeing a little bit of drops here.
And
Oh,
Lucius
we see the
actually
break.
breaking. Oh, this one might be client though, but still getting that earlier break. It does look like Lucius does struggle on that end coordination side, breaking those ends.
I meant to find an early drop, but we see that they are climbing up really fast. 99.55 for Saemitsu against a 98.12 from Lucius.
Indeed, ours there's around 1 minute left in the map. It does look right for Saemitsu there, as Lucius does again get another drop.
The last quarter of the map. This will. The lead is too big right now. 73,000 points for Saemitsu.
So anything can happen. Saemitsu can just disconnect their keyboard and Lucius would win this map. But would that happen? This is really unlikely.
Well, it's been really unlikely. We see Lucius with another drop in the few seconds of the map, and that will seal the deal for Saemitsu. Winning with a almost 90,000 point lead. 89,348. 99.59, 97.62. Congratulations to Saemitsu. They have
Indeed.
won the match.
Unfortunately for Lucius, this is the end of his parkour, the great parkour from him. He was like seed 55, though it did still manage to go to the round of 16 losers and get also the win on its conditioners. This is quite great, and it still deserves that play. So GG's to him still, and good luck to Saemitsu for the next matches of this tournament next week.
Quarterfinals are gonna be really intense. I hope that every player gets to enjoy them as well as do great on them. We'll
Indeed,
have
and
one match left before we get into the qualifier showcase. I am really excited for that qualifier showcase. I mean, quarterfinal showcase, my bad.
quarter. I mean, yeah, this is not qualifiers, quarterfinals. Though still, I'm very excited too for that quarterfinals showcase. We're getting like this is really the frontier between early and the late stage. So this is gonna be really interesting. I'm very excited for that next week.
For the next match, we're gonna have Kosei Wu versus Lamp P. It's gonna be an hour and 15 minutes from now. If anybody
Indeed,
wants
so
to watch that match, please stay tuned.
indeed, stay tuned. And if you haven't anything else to say, I think we can close off the stream.
Thank you to our streamer log, and thank you so much for commentating with me. We'll see you on the next one.
See you later.